It's me. You are live with Ebony. Y'all, I have to give myself just a little baby pat on the back because I'm doing pretty good with just trying to keep up with what it is that I have been determined to do, which is come on, pop up, give a word, just trying to encourage myself, just here to pep rally all the way to the day of, which again, I have been screaming this since almost 10 days ago that we are having our second sip and fellowship pop-up shop at the Hallelujah Bazaar. I'm Ebony. I'm the host. I'm the coordinator, the organizer of this event. It is presented by Godly Models TV, which I am also the owner, the coordinator, the planner for Godly Models TV. So I'm excited about this opportunity and just to be able to share this journey with you all. The transparency of this is what I am most rewarding with this, because it's something that I get to take with me forever, as far as saying I get to share in the emotion of this whole journey, because like I preached before that I don't know what to expect of the outcome. This is something of really with this journey of me just trying to carry out my ministry. I'm stepping out in faith and just trying to step out and put in the action. And I don't even know what the outcomes are going to be. And the fact that I'm actually willing to share that with you all, that means I can always look back to this video as even a testimony for myself, to be able to look back to see how far I've come, to see the growth, and I'm sharing with you all the start of my journey. And that means that I'm sharing in the public discouragement, meaning that things don't go the way that I want. You all just get to kind of see that, and that's something that I guess I'm willing to do. It's not easy to do that because just the fact that it could absolutely not go how I want. It could also just cause again some discouragement and a chance, a moment of me feeling defeated about the situation. But as I stated, just because the fact that I know that before, in my former self, in my former life, and I'm gonna keep on stressing this, and I don't mind doing it because that is what is giving me the motivation to not give up. But because I know that in my former self, I was on go for the world, and you couldn't stop me from doing nothing. You told me no, you acted like you wasn't on board with me. I was kicking, you gonna kick rocks, and you was gonna see the back of my shoe, because that's how much on go I was for myself and trying to please the world and trying to gain approval from the world. I was on go and I was in tunnel vision. So I have to give that same energy to God. And so that's just bottom line what I have to do. But anyway, I just want to come on again because we are now 2 days away, y'all. Guess what? I still don't have the feedback and the responses back that I would like to have regarding who's going to be attending the event. But I'm okay with it. I am going to still keep on pressing and moving forward. Hey, I've already now paid on the venue, so I can't even take nothing back, and I'm not going to take it back. Just like I was saying to myself, like I told y'all, I got a counseling kind of prep myself and encourage myself that I've wasted so much money as in my former life of trying to live to please the world and trying to gain approval from the world, because I wanted this and wanted that, didn't include God in anything. I spent so much money, wasted a lot of money, because again, going after what I wanted, I was just willing to spend the money. Now, I made that statement the other day when I was saying that same thing, but I wanted to say, like, it wasn't like I was just out there spending money on foolish things. But then again, if it was because I was chasing after the world and trying to gain approval from the world, at this point, yes, I can consider all of those things foolish. So yes, I was spending that money because I just thought I had my heart set on something. I was going for it, and I experienced so much disappointment, so much heartbreak, which led to resentment and bitterness and rage. But I still kept on going because that passion that was in me, that drive that I had, even though it eventually started to dwindle and I began to lose myself in the world, almost willing to conform to the world. And in many ways, I did conform to the world because, again, I was settling for the standards of what the world considered to be successful in that journey. So yeah, I was settling and I was basically conforming to the world. And I still kept on going regardless, because I was just like, nope, something is in me saying that I know what it is, what I want. I know that I have a bigger, I have, my passions was just driving me, because I was just like, I know that it is bigger that I should be doing. I was just like, I felt like the life that I had, I was settling. So, and then, but in a sense, again, it led to me being ungrateful. I wasn't thankful. I didn't include God in anything. I wasn't even thankful for what I did have. Instead, I was desiring what I didn't have. And all of it is Bible. That's why, I'm encouraging you to delve into that Bible, because again, it's going to show you yourself. And I just appreciate the fact that I decided to, in this journey of my spiritual growth, I had decided that I wanted to be determined to learn that word, because that word again is what is driving me. It is my beacon of light. It is helping me, because I can just go back to it when I have these, even like I said, even though I'm thankful that the Lord has woke me up and changed me and delivered me, it doesn't mean that the disappointments, the discouragements, the calamities, the hardships is going to stop. It just means that now in this journey, I understand what's happening, the spiritual warfare that's happening, the fact that Satan has to do his part, the fact that you're gonna suffer and share in that suffering that Christ went through, as a partnership, as a partner and a ambassador of God, right? When you're partnering with Christ in this journey. So it should help you when you delve into that Bible. It should help you to get through these situations better. And I can completely say, utterly, from the bottom of my heart, I can utterly say that Bible has helped me in many ways, has brought me to where I'm at. Again, it doesn't stop that you won't have emotions and you won't get angry or hurt or feel sad or feel disappointed. None of that. No, you can still absolutely feel that way. But the Bible will teach you, even when you go through that, how you deal with it, how you deal with that anger and all of that, things like that, and continuing to seek God and definitely not allowing anger to cause you to sin. So yeah. But anyway, so I had to quickly encourage that man, dive into the Bible, please. Don't take my word for it. Dive into it for yourself and see if you don't get these revelations and things like that. But anyway, so y'all, I'm 2 days away, y'all, from the Sip and Fellowship pop-up shop. And like I stated, I still don't even know what is the outcome going to be. I still haven't gotten a lot of feedback, but it's okay. Because just like I said, just like I was on Go for the World, I still got to be on Go for God. Even if I don't get no responses, just like I spent all that money living for the world and wasting money and this and that. Because I thought this was my passion. This is my dream. This is going to come true. This is what's going to finally happen for me. Because I never had a problem with stepping out in faith then. So I got to do that same thing for God, even if it means me sacrificing the little bit of resources and money that I do have, it's me by myself. So I am literally just giving my heart and putting my faith here out there again as just my relationship and this relationship with God, to show God that, hey God, you're right. I did this for the world. I was dead because of my disobedience and my many sins. So now that you have awakened me, I have to be on Go for you as well. But Lord, I still may mess up. I'm still trying to get this journey right. So I still need your help. So it's not like I got this all together. No, I still struggle. So and I still need God's help in this journey. But anyway, so y'all, Sip and Fellowship pop-up shop is 2 days away, Lord willing, Friday, February the 12th, 6 to 9 p.m. Again, if you cannot come in person, it's okay. The virtual world of the Sip and Fellowship pop-up shop is still available, and you still have access to join me live. You can join me on YouTube right here, Live with Ebony. You can join me on my other YouTube channel, which is Godly Models TV. You can also follow me on my Instagram and Facebook, because I'll be going live there. So there'll be a couple of platforms that you can choose from to join us live. So if you can't be there physically, it's okay. I'm still trying to build my family and build my team and build everything here virtually, so you can still be able to hang out with me. You're going to still get to know me. You're going to still get to know all about Godly Models TV. So it's okay, because again, that's what this is for. So y'all, I'm excited. But I wanted to kind of talk about a few things, just being transparent, because now this is also going to be for myself, because I got to encourage myself. But I wanted to say, in light of that's what I'm still learning about this, but I keep forgetting that I guess this month is mental awareness, mental health awareness month, I guess. And so in light of that, I wanted to kind of talk about this on the live today, because I am an advocate for mental health awareness, because I am a person that has struggled and went through a lot mentally, right? And that's going to be another day and another story and another post and another time where I get to share all of those things with you all. But I wanted to just kind of give just a general about this, because in light of Mental Health Awareness Month, I gotta advocate for it, because I understand the mental instability. Sometimes you go through a lot, and sometimes you hit a crisis in your life, and I know that I have experienced that, and it was really, really rough for me. I had a really rough time. But the one thing, and that's why I said this is going to have to be another story for another time, where I get to talk about all of these, share all of my journey with you all. But I have to encourage you to pray, because I can absolutely say the one of the things that has gotten me through when I was in my darkest moments of going through dealing with anxiety that led to depression, led to insomnia. Prayer helped me, because my back was against the wall, and I felt like it was times like I didn't have nothing else. It was just, I was in darkness. I was in a pit, and all I constantly thought about was death, 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 and more death. And it was very, very hard. And the average person that probably experienced the mental breakdown that I went through, because I didn't know what was happening to me, I just thank God that I did not look into other outside influences and outside outside influences to try to console me or to try to calm me. Again, and not to judge anybody that might have decided that drinking could help them, and to cope the pain, or smoking, or whatever, even drugs. And again, it's unfortunate when you end up leaning into those things, because then now you become dependent on it. And I'm just so thankful that, and I ain't gonna lie, it was probably fear that at first it was fear that I didn't lean into those type of influences like that, because I was afraid of what it could have done to me. And so I guess in a way that I'm glad that I was just that scared. I was so scared going through that journey that I went through. When I first went through it, I didn't know what was happening to me. I thought I was dying, and I just lived in immense fear every single day, immense fear. And I was in my mind, I was detached from reality. I was in tunnel vision. My mind all I could think about was death and darkness, and I was afraid, and I just was not myself, and my life changed at that moment. But I just encourage you, for those of you who may be going through the same things, God, keep on praying. And when I had realized that I had even got just a little bit of relief when I first was going through it, ever since then I had never stopped praying. Crying and praying was the way. And then I started delving into the word. And so I just thank God, because I definitely feel that release. I am not where I was before 5-6 years ago when I first went through this. It was so tough, and I'm surprised that I'm even still standing normally, that I'm surprised that I'm even still alive, because what I experienced in my mind, what I experienced physically, my thoughts, everything, because your mind is a powerful engine, I promise you. And when your mind and your tongue is working against you, I went through it. Again, I'm just surprised that I don't even look like what I actually been through, but God. So I just wanted to encourage that in light of Mental Health Awareness Month, and I got to be an advocate for that. And so anyway, I just wanted to share that, because even with this new journey for me, and me stepping out, just trying to pursue my calling, and just trying to live a life worthy of my calling, all of that ties into it, of stepping out in faith, leaning into God more. So I just wanted to share that with you all. And then I also wanted to share, like, man, I can be honest and say, and again, this is for me to encourage myself, even because of what I'm going through, as far as like just being new to this whole entrepreneurship and kingdom building, and just trying to again advance and trying to seek and continue and to step out in faith. And all of this is new to me. This whole walk and this whole journey is new to me. I just wanted to say, man, I just lately, I just been kind of thinking on myself, like, I notice a sense of ease and more peace than I've ever had before. And that's another thing I want to encourage as to why you got to give God a try, give that word a try, continue to pray, continue to seek God. I can definitely tell a difference where at one point in time I was just always worrying about every single thing. But like the Bible does state, it takes time. Just because you pick up the Bible today, it doesn't mean you're going to immediately receive revelation or immediately just change. God has to work in you and God will change that, right? But I will just say that I can definitely tell a difference that I do pray more, like the Bible said, and don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank him for what he has done. I can just really say that I can feel that is what I've been doing lately, and it works. And honestly, I pray about everything. I talk to God about everything. I talk to God all the time. I'm always praying in the spirit at all times. And I can just sense this sense of ease about things, even with me just trying to pursue carrying out my ministry and praying to God and hoping. And my hope is in God, because I am hoping for a change. I am seeking and hoping for a change in my life, a change in my life of what I've been going through lately, being a single mother, trying to do everything by myself, just trying to seek change and trying to elevate to my higher self. It's still a barn burner, and it's not easy, but I can definitely sense like a lot more ease and peace that I didn't have before. And so I owe that to God and reading the Bible. But I just wanted to encourage y'all that, because like right now, me trying to pursue building these just building these things, building my ministry, building with the Sip and Fellowship pop-up shop and the Runway Ministry and Fellowship Experience, trying to build my faith-based t-shirt business and brand. It is a tough thing, and you go through these roller coasters and these ups and downs. And just lately, I can sense that I'm beginning to just say, you know what? I'm going to just go for it, step out in faith. And if it doesn't work, that means because obviously that just wasn't how God wanted it to go. And it's helping me to sense to be at more ease with it, instead of worrying and thinking the worst, like how I used to think before, when I tried so much of these endeavors. And when it didn't go like how I wanted to go, I didn't give it enough time. I wasn't trying to wait in God's time, and I was just rushing, and I was so hasty about things. I was just always anxious, and it led to me always being upset, always thinking I had all the control, and just putting so much negative connotation on everything. I became such a pessimist. And again, all of these stories are going to be for another time. I promise you. I got some stuff to say and talk about, but now, because I've delved more into the word, I'm drawing more near to God. God is revealing things to me. I'm understanding things better. I have a little more peace than I had before. I'm not saying I'm perfect at it, and I still have again, like the other day, I was just saying, Lord, I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm a bit, disappointed that I still haven't gotten any feedback on certain things as far as the event. Should I still have it, Father? Am I going to go for it? But then I had to turn around and encourage myself, saying like, hey, this is a part of stepping out in faith. You need to go for it, because you did it when you was doing it for the world. So it's no question about that. But anyway, I encourage, and I'm saying this to encourage myself still, that let's try to work towards seeking peace and pursuing it. Meaning, even whatever it is you're pursuing in your calling, in your ministry, in your career path, your career choice, just be willing to, do your best. After you've done all you can, you just stand and give it all to God. Pray about it. Continue to keep God included in everything you're doing. And after you've done all your parts, everything that you could do as humanly possible, just be like, you know what? If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. If it's not going to happen, that means it's because it wasn't supposed to happen that way. Keep on listening for the prompting of the Lord. Keep on stepping out in faith, and keep on showing God that you're throwing yourself into your task so that you can show your progress. Keep on studying to show yourself approved. Keep on seeking God. Keep on committing to God. Whatever you do, all of these things is required. And this is what I'm encouraging, because again, I just was saying to myself, like, okay, I can sense that I'm doing just a lot better. And with just saying, like, you know what? If it ain't gonna work out, it's because obviously it's not supposed to work out, and ain't no point in me worrying and stressing myself about it. Guess what? Life is short. Life can be short for so many people, including myself. So on a grand scheme of things, like death, stuff like this, worrying about if the turnout is going to be how you want right now, or if you're going to, that growing phase, when you're in that growing season, trying to build and trying to elevate, it takes time. You got to keep on putting in the work. You got to be willing to study. You got to be willing to develop and improve yourself and work on these things. And then again, as you lean into God's grace, his favor, and God anoints you, your time will come in God's timing. So once you learn to understand that, it's like, just calm on down. And if whatever you planned or you put together, whatever you organize, whatever you're doing, whatever you out there carrying out, just trying to again live a life worthy of your calling, just try to work on being more at ease and more at peace, because at the end of the day, it ain't even worth stressing. You can't, none of these things is gonna you can't take with you when you go to that other side. Yes, it is, you know, you do want to be intentional about your walk and your journey, doing things with dignity, doing things with integrity, serving the purposes of God, and again, making sure that you are seeking God in everything that you're doing, that you are carefully determining what pleases God in everything you're doing. But after you've done all of that, and you've done everything you could possibly do, humanly possible, I just encourage us, just try to be at ease with things and seek the peace of God. And then how do you do that? And I'm gonna go ahead and get off, you know, one part in the word of the book of Philippians, where it said, think on these things, think on things that are pure, that are right, that are true, that are lovely, that are honorable, admirable, excellent, worthy of praise. Think on these things. And then the peace of God, which surpasses all of understanding, shall come over you. So I'm just honestly just trying to pursue peace, seeking peace and pursuing it, that peace of God, because I don't want to be worried about all these things. I done worried so much lately in the past. I mean, I worried so much for 10 lifetimes. I was worried, scared. And, you know, I'm just thankful that I can sense a different peace and an ease right now moving forward. Like, even though, like I said, right now, the Sip and Fellowship pop-up shop, I'm not getting the responses that I would like, but I'm definitely not about to just, I'm not going to lose no sleep. So let's work on that, family of believers. Let's work on not losing no sleep over these things, because again, if we're leaning into God, we're doing what the word said, is trusting in the Lord with all your heart and leaning on, not on your own understanding, and submitting to God, resisting the devil, committing to the Lord, whatever you do. Once you've done these things and you're putting in that action that makes your faith complete, after that, just go about this thing with an ease and a peace, and seeking God's peace over it, and just knowing that, hey, all God is going to work together. All things are going to work together for the good of those who love him and are called according to his purpose. And also that, like the word said about hope, that the Lord, and I'm sorry, I'm missing it because I'm losing my words, but you know, God gives you a hope and a future. So you know the word, and I forgot it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's just try to lean into the Bible, lean into that, and I'm just encouraging that. And I'm saying that because I'm encouraging myself, because I see now just that's basically what it just needs to take for me to just lean into God and stop worrying and cast all your cares on the Lord, because that's what he asked you to do. So cast it all on him. You start feeling a certain way or something, some dis-ease, or feeling anxious or nervous about a certain situation, and you've been pursuing and trying to draw close to God, and you're doing things in the will of God. Really, it's all on God anyway. God is in control of the outcome, so cast all your cares on him. And that's what I just wanted to encourage today. But the Sip and Fellowship pop-up shop is still going to go down regardless if 1 or 20 people show up, or whoever is going to be there. So I would like for you all to come out. So again, it is at 500 Southland Drive, Hoover, Alabama, 35226, room 236, the biggest, best office party that you could ever imagine. Come on out and enjoy karaoke, open mic, game night, giveaways. It's just going to be a fun night. It's a family event, so bring your family. So far, we only have one vendor that's coming, but I'm okay with that, and it's going to still work out, because the main idea is to bring fellowship, to bring people together so that we can enjoy the companionship of others who call on the Lord with pure hearts. And we're coming together because it's about the impact, and it's about just how we impact each other and the value that is added in that night. So it's absolutely going to be okay, because God said so. And I just want to thank God for keeping me and keeping me through all of this. And again, Lord, and as I encourage you all to just keep on leaning into God, it's not going to be easy, but that's why you just keep on seeking God in everything that you're doing. So y'all, yes, Sip and Fellowship pop-up shop. You can also join. You can go to my website, www.godlymodelstv.com, just to check out everything that I got going on. I'm gonna go ahead and get on off here, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Lean into God. Let's try again. This is encouraging everybody. Let's just try to cast our cares on the Lord, and just keep on showing God and dedicate ourselves to God, serving the purposes of God with some ease and knowing that God is in control anyway. Again, I'm saying that because I have to encourage myself, because I still need help with that and encouraging myself. So I'm saying it for me and for you. So I will catch you all next time. Enjoy your night, y'all. We're 2 days away, y'all. Lord willing, Lord willing, May the 12th on Friday. See you there.